So I'm very happy that this case has now received new and close scrutiny. And the district attorney, in his news conference this morning, first assistant district attorney, soon to be district attorney, Kevin Steele, was very clear that in part some of the evidence that was looked at was based on his deposition from that Mr. Cosby provided in the Andrea Constant lawsuit, which was released earlier this year. So I'll make 2 points about that. One is, I am admitted in Pennsylvania in the Andrea Constant case seeking to have the entire deposition released because that was just excerpts. The court has now admitted me, federal court there. I don't know whether the entire deposition will be released to the press. I know some people have it. And now I know that Mr. Cosby's lawyers will be saying, and some defense lawyers not representing him, but who have taken to the airwaves this morning, have indicated, well, Mr. Cosby never admitted, Mr. Cosby never admitted giving quaaludes to any woman without her knowledge and consent. Well, that's true, and that because in his deposition he did indicate or admit or testify that he did give quaaludes to some women with the intention of having sex. However, when he was queried, when he was asked if that was without their knowledge or consent, he did not answer the question because there was an objection by his attorneys to the question. So that's true. I want to say one other thing. This is something I heard also a defense attorney, shall remain unnamed, say on television this morning, which was, well, Andrea Constant filed a civil lawsuit against him. She was seeking money, and so somehow that goes to her credibility. Well, it's true that it can be used by the defense. They can assert there's bias, but it doesn't mean that it didn't happen, that what she alleges didn't happen. Because any alleged victim of digital penetration or indecent assault or rape has the right to file a civil lawsuit, in addition to speaking with law enforcement and asking that a charge be leveled against the same perpetrator or alleged perpetrator against whom she's filed a civil lawsuit or intends to file a civil lawsuit. That happens frequently. So I just had to say that because I know that's going to be a theme, a rallying cry by many defense attorneys. Okay. And I don't represent Andrea, that's obvious, but I do have a lot of respect for her and her attorney, Dolores Traiani.
I think another theme or rallying cry would be like people defending Cosby.
That's Gloria Allred. Oh, boy, ugly stuff.
Can you talk about that, the mindset?
Yes, well, I'll repeat your question, which is that, well, Andrea waited some months, maybe a little longer, to make the allegation against Mr. Cosby. Of course, we always encourage a person who is an alleged victim of an assault or rape or any other indecent act to seek the advice of an attorney first and also go to law enforcement and report. She was within the time limit to do that. If it took months, that's still okay. There is no law that says it must be done the very next day or within hours. I don't know why she waited. I don't criticize her for that. Often, for many victims, and I represent victims every single day, all over this country, often groups of rape victims that I'm representing, she's not alleged to have been raped here. Sometimes they really have to process it. They have to think about what just happened, come to terms with it, seek sometimes the support of family, friends, a counselor, a minister, a rabbi, a priest, attorneys, so many others, before they make that decision as to, well, which option are they going to exercise? What options do they even have? And it can be very intimidating to go up against a celebrity who has an army of attorneys. In this case, for the civil case, he has 700 attorneys. Yes, he has 700 attorneys, Quinn and Emmanuel. In our civil case, Mr. Singer was representing him, and then a few days after our deposition of Mr. Cosby, Mr. Singer was suddenly not representing him and substituted out, and Quinn and Emmanuel with 700 attorneys substituted in, and as I said at that time, he hired 700 attorneys to fight one woman. But in any event, there can be many reasons why there is a brief delay in reporting or even a longer delay in reporting. Any other questions?
You were filing for a second, to take a second